Sam Whitmitz, born and bred in the Wimmera. Bit of my background, I always knew that my purpose in life, there was something bigger. And for me, the dream was always to be a firefighter. So this massive grand plan, yet no worries, into the fire brigade, yeah, it's not that easy. It really became prevalent for me sitting in there, and I remember it. I was in the middle of the maths section of that aptitude testing. I was sitting there with this feeling of, it's really hard to describe, but like one, disappointment, because you know straight away that you're no chance of passing. But two, also a little bit embarrassed that I'd fully underestimated the challenge I'd set for myself. But also in saying that, like you learn from that, and that's when I was like, right, well, this isn't something you're just gonna breeze through, no worries. It was, yeah, right, we've really got to get down to business now and put some bloody effort into it. So this is when I first got in contact with Brent, got a couple of resources. I was like, right, yeah, I'm gonna have to work really hard towards this. So I worked my ass off, reteaching myself long division, and from that point, like I was doing at least a couple of hours a day, like a few months out from that aptitude test. And I remember from that first experience to the second time that I sat the aptitude testing, just like totally different, because you're sitting in there and you're just crushing through the questions and feeling so much more calm, confident, and yeah, walking out of there having, like, you don't really know, but sometimes you're like, I'm a chance here. And then when I got the email saying, yeah, you successfully passed the aptitude testing, your next stage is the screening interview at this date. Yeah, I remember passing that aptitude test and like nearly a little bit of disbelief, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, well, I bloody worked hard for that. So from the aptitude testing, it went into screening interview, and then the physical assessment, the PAT test, and then into the final interview. And so I was walking in there feeling not too bad about it. I did heaps of work, but it turns out I'm sitting there in front of this panel interview and they're hitting me with questions and I've got nothing. I've got donuts. And I was like, it's really similar to that when I failed the first aptitude test, where you feel like an idiot. Walking out of that last interview, I was like, I've worked so hard for this, but I've focused my attention on the wrong stuff. So I went straight back to Brent again, just for guidance. Same work ethic, so still putting in heaps and heaps of time and pretty much treating the process like a second job, but focused in the right direction. Going back into that final interview again, totally different, where you're feeling calm, confident. Yeah, you still got a little bit of anxiety and nerves and stuff like that, but that's because you want it. Final interview done, so I'm at work, got the phone on the bench, on loud, making sure I was ready. And when I got the call and I saw it was from a number that I didn't know, I was like, no way. Answered it, and sure enough, here it is, we're in. And I was like, yeah, it still gives me goosebumps just thinking about it today. It's like, I've never been so proud of myself. You've got a list of people that you want to call straight away. And for me, it's like partner, family, and then Brent was number 3 on mine. And having that convo with Brent when I actually got in, oh mate, so good. Still gives me the warm fuzzies. Yeah, like tingling in the face right now. Yeah, bloody good. And yeah, forever thankful for what he did for me. And I worked my ass off for years to get that. And yeah, it's like just knowing that I'd invested in myself, time and money to achieve the dream. And like, I'm so thankful for the position I'm in now. And like with that limbo that I felt like I was in life, that was torture for me. But I'm so bloody glad I stuck it out, and now I'm living the dream. I'm super thankful. If if you're in that same position where I was, where you're in a job that you don't love and you've been going through the process and you're fighting it, don't give up on it. If you keep working hard with the right guidance, you're gonna get there. So don't settle for second best, because you'll always know within that this is what you wanted to do and you gave up. Don't do that. And I can speak for myself now. Now I'm in the job, living the dream. It's something I'll be forever thankful for, that I stuck to my guns and really just committed to getting in.